Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another one of the Super Metroid Item Randomizer League matches. You're about to see a good one here with Nevd and RKCTKC. And they're off. Hope everyone's doing great tonight. Looks to be a good match. And this week, being week 3, we are in the Chozo logic. As we head down with the standard, down to the Morphball. Chozo, is all the statues throughout the game. Most of them do have important items, but in this mode, every item you need to complete the game is on a Chozo statue. Which is kind of interesting. I also want to mention that I believe this race is kind of maybe in my mind, kind of a big deal for this this division. The Vileplumes have the lead in the division. Solid lead. But the dog ate my Morphball. They're kind of in the middle. A win here could definitely, catapult them up. And, Vileplumes, they're looking to keep their undefeated record. So we'll see what happens. We do get an early screw attack from the first Chozo statue here. Not exactly... Screw Attack's an awesome early item. Gives you a lot of safety in a lot of different areas, but not necessarily what I like to see early on. It's sometimes not as good as some of the other items that can give you access, especially if you get that early speed booster, power bomb, stuff like that. But that's what we're going with today. And with no power bombs, we're just going to have a standard run back up. I believe Sephi will be joining us up as soon as his computer stops dying or whatever it was doing. I just realized my sound is really quiet. There we go. So we do have a good amount of super so far. That's always good in any rando seed. We're heading over to BT, one of the most famous Chozo statues. If they happen to get something on here, well, never mind. We're going Plasma Beam. We're getting beamed up early. That's an excellent early find for Chozo, as the locations tend to work out a little more... let's say favorably for Charge Beam. If it's not like a total randomizer where you're never going to find Charge. Chozo's, if you can't find Charge, you pretty much end up knowing where it is by the end. So that Plasma Beam, a great early find, just like Screw Attack, going to provide a lot of safety as well. We're going to get some dueling gauntlet checks. And no E-tanks to speak of, so they have to be really careful. I really like that choice by RK to destroy the Yapping Maw with the super missiles. I would like to see way more people do that than do. and they are rewarded with just bombs. So yeah, RK gonna try and make it through the back of Gauntlet here, keep those bombs, and pick up a few more miners. Looks like Nevdi was planning to go back and changed his mind. So he'll be doing back of Gauntlet as well. And RK being real careful to set up for both the miners, and it does pay off. RK gets the first pack of power bombs. With the Chozo, you're always logically going to get power bombs somewhere on the Chozo statues, but an early pack like this and an extra pack of supers, that is exactly what you want to see out of back of Gauntlet if you're these players. RK does check the Terminator item, and might as well just skip it. And Nevdi remembering the same, but well, with no E-tanks, I mean, the reserve tank is going to be useful for a little while, but all right, so we're heading down to Brinstar. The power bombs is real big. You do tend to get more power bomb lists or late power bomb seeds, I feel like, out of this Chozo. So excellent early pickup there. They're going to be able to do a lot of checks. Oh, and there's Charge Beam and more power bombs. All right, so this is shaping up to be quite the fast seed for them. Everything you need here at early supers: power bombs, E-tanks, Charge Beam. You know, the bombs pickup is fine, but yeah, it feels like they probably could have skipped it with everything that we just saw in early supers. Definitely not the right choice. You know, they made the right choice in checking Gauntlet, but you know, hindsight and all that, you definitely didn't need to. So they already up to 20 supers. You know, depending on how comfortable they are, already having charged plasma, you might actually see the ammo collection taper off a bit here. You don't, you know, maybe you need one more pack of power bombs, just in case. You need a couple more missiles, maybe, but you know, sitting at 20 super is already pretty comfortable. And we are going to get the Spore Spawn check. Is a Chozo statue back here, so you need to know your minor glitch to get into the back door Spore Spawn. Unfortunately, it's not a good one. It's one of the required missiles on Chozo statues. And we get to see another pack of supers. Wow. So up to 25 now. And we get to see the Charge Beam item. Oh, okay. So you don't need to worry about catching the next match. This is going to be over pretty quickly.
Wow.
We already got our Varia suit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
What's up, Sire? Yeah. This is looking like a pretty promising seed.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how most Chozo randos start off. And then you make the play to go up to wreck ship. And and then, I don't know, like hilarity ensues thereafter.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and another pack of supers, so all loaded up for, you know, Ridley fights and everything. I mean, this looks like it's gonna be done in a hurry. unless we get some interesting gravity seed placement, which I'm not even sure it can be in Chozo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure gravity can pretty much. It's going to be dependent on what other items they end up picking up.
Yeah.
That's in logic. But I have had a seed where gravity is in lower Norfair. So, but right now, as it stands, they don't have a high jump. So that might be the play that they're making here, looking for high jump, or at least maybe even like killing Fantoon, checking right side supers, and then maybe even the E-tank at wreck ship, and then skip the rest. But I still feel like it would be kind of early to skip anything at this point.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
I mean, what would you have done? Would you have also gone up to wreck ship with just trying to go for like a CWJ or like the horizontal bomb jump, as it looks like they're about to set up for?
Honestly, I am not new route in any way, so I am avoiding CWJ as much as I can. As far as this, quality of runner, I mean, wreck ship seems like, it seems like the play a lot of times, but with their loadout, I would almost rather see a lower Norfair in this situation, to be honest. I feel like in Chozo, there's only 3 statues in wreck ship.
Right.
And there's way more options down in lower Norfair. So, or in Norfair in general, not necessarily lower Norfair. Sorry. But for them, they're both making the play to wreck ships, so they disagree.
That's a really good CWJ. Oh, I do apologize. I don't know exactly what they prefer to go for or be referred as, but RK, I don't know how you've been referring to.
I've been saying RK.
Okay.
Really
CWJ by RK.
Yeah, I don't know either. But if you're gonna have that many random leathers together, then you're just gonna get the first 2 or 3 out of me. So, yeah, that was an excellent CWJ, and there's the bomb jump. So, Nevd getting it. Bomb jumps are horizontal bomb jumps are hard. So, getting it in an appropriate amount of time for their difficulty. Oh, and an early fast there for RK. Let's see how his Dopplers are. Not too bad.
I feel like at any point that RK kills a boss, I just want to call it an RKO. Because that just sounds it just sounds appropriate.
Well, I think you have to now for the rest of the match.
So RK about to RKO this band, the P in PRKD.
So I take it you're a fan of this wreck ship first play. Is there a particular reason?
Oh, the end rage here by RK. That's it's a little unfortunate. It's a 50-second time loss. But yeah, so as you were saying, I actually, if I find Varia incredibly early, as early as they did, I would actually go down to Norfair because there's a lot more checks up there that I'm willing to like bank on. I get that you're already up, in Red Tower. You could clear out the 3 checks that are in wreck ship, and obviously you get the check that's at the Alpha Power Bombs Chozo. True, but I think since there's a lot more, chances that I could find high jump and then possibly even, getting lucky with gravity. Good kill by RK. If not, I could get set up also for a suitless Meridia seed.
Yeah, I agree. I especially in Chozo. I mean, I kind of already said it, but I feel like a lot of them end up with Fantoon, and then you skip out a wreck ship, at the end of the game. Not really needing whatever's locked back here, but we are going to see the right side supers now and see if we're all right or wrong. So far, just a pack of supers, nothing major.
We got the left side wreck ship supers over at the right side supers. That's what a randomizer. Now,
yeah,
I think Nevdi could definitely make up some time here, because I don't know how risky Nevdi's going to try to play this. Looking at how many E-tanks, well, at least, I mean, obviously, like right now, RK has one more E-tank over Nevdi, over a check that's not really part of the randomizer, but it could help.
Yeah, definitely. That was a little surprising, I feel like, of a check with all of his ammo and everything, going for that miner on the left side there. But they both get an excellent bomb jump out of that water, and actually Nevdi now, neck and neck, pulling it back in.
Yeah, Nevdi is the N in NSYNC. Look at that.
And so we'll see check number 2 on the wreck ship. Now, with the play that they've made to come to the wreck ship, and now seeing, nothing here, I mean, you just have to stick it out and go up top, right? I mean, we're not going to see either of them skip out, are we?
I wouldn't think so, because there's still ice, there's still like your Meridia access. There's still if they're not confident with Lower Norfair without high jump, there's still that access into Lower Norfair.
And this is, they had a great start with items, but so far this finding, nothing in wreck ship has got to be a little worrying in a race setting. Like, you're wondering if the other guy went down with Varia and you haven't found anything and they found everything. So, might start to...
RK felt that for sure.
Yeah, there we go. So we are going to have some deviation. One check deviation. We'll see if it pays off or not.
Now,
but yeah, it's got to be a little worried about what's going on here. So
now my question is, because I did get here a little late, so I'm sorry about that. But
no.
Did anyone check Gauntlet?
Yeah, they both did Gauntlet check right away because it was screw attack first. So
perfect. Okay, so then
screw attack, Gauntlet check. Gauntlet had bombs, but they both actually went out the back and got their first power bombs out the back. So it ended up being a good check for them, and then they went down. So RK on the way back down, heading to Norfair. Well, we get to see what is in the top of wreck ship after a short intermission. Make sure to return to your seat in 5 minutes.
Right, it's a lengthy one. Oh, RK's committing to this. Okay, I like this. This is a risky play. They have. Ooh. I mean, they have bombs and they have Varia, so they're not going to be losing a ton out.
I believe with the Chozo, Varia is required for this check. Recognizing that logic, if this is, gravity or something big, this is going to be a big check for him. So we've got 2 checks that are going to be pretty important here happening simultaneously. Oh, top of wreck ship is a bust, and RK made the right decision. And actually, now we know the whole wreck ship was pretty much, you should have just fan-tuned it out.
It was truly wrecked.
Yeah.
Now, so Nevdi has to be feeling pretty far behind.
Oh, that X-ray not paying off either, though.
Is this actually vanilla? This is practically vanilla. Huh.
I will say, though, that is not an everyday skip you already have charged plasma and all of them ready to go, and you took the time to do this and bomb jump and then just skip out on X-ray. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I understand it. I used to do that play too. I used to skip out on X-ray because I feel like with the menuing, I just really loathed having to menu and like cycle through every single input. Eventually I learned, but that would end up costing me so much time. I wouldn't say it would cost, as much time, as it could possibly save in bosses, but I think it's really just having, it's a more personal thing, like, how you perform.
Oh, wow. So both of them, as soon as they see that gravity suit, are going to feel so behind, knowing that it was right there on the down path.
So that's a really, wow, this could have been like a sub 20-minute seed by the looks of it.
I mean, what do they really need? I mean, they need speed or ice, and then they'll be go mode for the game. Like, they have plenty of ammo. They've, got all the suits and everything they need.
Nevdi with the excellent, perfect early X-ray. Yeah, he wants that. The early X-ray deboost for sure. Shout out to Nevdi on that.
Yeah, it was excellent.
But yeah, now it looks like RK's still looking for some
power bombs, I would guess, right? Because if he doesn't have ice yet, he at least wants 15. I don't know.
Right. That's definitely understandable.
Yeah. I mean, you got both the suits. You're thinking about end game at this point, so.
And having bombs makes that setup so much easier.
Yeah. All right. So, misses his missiles and gonna try to pump the supers. Nice recovery.
Nice back up there. Good job. Another RKA. The RKQK.
And runs into space jump too. Let's just make the whole rest of the game super easy. Yeah.
A sub 10-minute seed. Like this one plays itself, honestly.
I know. What are these people doing? Just wander around wreck ship. Just play the seed.
Seriously.
But yeah, I mean, all the goodies coming still. I mean, I guess, we don't have speed boost or high jump yet, so, it's not the fastest it could be, but, and there you see Nevdi having a little trouble with his X-ray.
That's about that already cost him like 5 minutes. Sorry, Nevdi, but
literally.
Have you running Hundo? Just kidding. But yeah, so far good movement. I've not seen RK participate yet, but I've been digging the decision making and movement in general. They know for sure what they're doing.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the movement in general is pretty equal across these two. I mean, we've only had 20 minutes here, but it's been pretty good.
I mean, again, it's not like they made much more damage. Again, like, I do not think that they made bad calls.
No. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable on a Chozo. I definitely like the RK call to skip out early after the wreck ship is feeling so dead. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people go up, and a lot of times gravity's up there or something.
Yeah, or like if even at least like high jump, I feel like that would have been like in the back of my mind. Ooh, RK gonna dip. RK just feels confident in skipping the ice check.
That's an interesting choice.
I mean, I get it, honestly, because it's kind of like the same check that I've made before. You can check that on the way out. And if my mind is in sync with RK right now, RK is going to go straight for Lower Norfair.
Yeah. But I guess
because
the thing with the ice check though is like, what if it's speed? I mean, it does, help in Lower Norfair for sure.
It does, but the thing is, they have space jump, they have screw attack. Honestly, in Lower Norfair, it's going to be a lot of space jumping, and a lot of screw attacking.
Yeah, that's true.
Nebdi is going to check it though.
And I guess I was thinking randomizer, but they already have charge wave plasma, so like even Metal Pirate's room is not going to be slower really. And yeah, so they can just deboost through the leg warmer. So yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that is the play. It's a smart play. Oh, it's a really smart play.
Yeah, really, really. Wow, RK I think RK's played this before.
Can I get the lottery numbers from RK? Like, what the heck, man?
Any info, if anyone in chat knows, hit us up, please. Another, bank. I'm telling you, it's just that, honestly, RK, all they need is one more power bomb pack. And that would be technically, the go mode.
And his mind is set up, like, you see him checking all the easy miners. I mean, he's going to find it at some point, and he's going to be fine. So, yeah, I mean, he's made this choice, and he's going to live with it. And I think that actually stems back to the wreck ship first being so wrecked. I mean, he thinks he's way behind, too. So it's actually helping him out with his lucky, skips, because he thinks he's behind, so he's just pushing. So
there's another thing that I have in mind is that if RK does want to look for like ice or something, I feel like checking behind Ridley is less out of the way than like checking the Bubble Mountain items or checking the actual like ice Chozo statue.
Or even
if
like
they so choose.
Even like screw attack, which he just skipped because you got to use supers on the green gate and whatever. So, yeah, no, I agree.
And like this right here is going to be an in the way check for a miner. Like, this is really good routing. I think RK is like on 500 IQ. No, that was Cuties. 600 IQ plays right now.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of IQ.
Yeah, they made us submit. I don't know if you got one out. Maybe it was just me that had to submit an IQ test results to participate. I don't know why they did that to me. Just kidding. Yeah, really good. I do want to mention go follow the runners right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially RK, he'll be giving out lucky numbers later in the evening.
Bring it up casually though. Hey, by chance, those are a lot of numbers. What were they again?
I'm gonna have RK roll all my seeds from now on.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. If the tourney mods can get on that right now and just like hire him on the spot, this is really good qualifications.
Looks like he's gonna pump Ridley full of supers here. It's gonna be the fastest method since he doesn't quite have full beam yet.
Yeah, gonna cook that chicken RKFC style.
Yeah, I think someone else is on fire tonight.
I just it's just the Lower Norfair heat. That's all it is.
Did have to switch to beam. I wasn't counting how many missed, but Ridley's dead.
Wow. Like it just. What's unfortunate is that for Nebdi, the checks haven't been paying off. Like they're logical checks, honest. Oh my.
Well, that's all he needs.
Did I say 600 IQ? I mean 700.
Wow.
And counting. That is incredible.
Yeah. That's his Meridia, full clear access, ready to go, and he didn't even really have to go out of his way for it. Like you were saying, that's the check, and that was the play.
I wish these randomizer seeds went to my school because I would hang out with them.
Oh man, and I didn't even see what was that screw attack with Nevdi, but doesn't look like it was anything useful.
It might as well have been like a second spazer because I don't think he picked it up.
Spazer light.
Yeah, diet spazer. Spazer zero.
That actually sounds like a real drink. Diet Spazer.
Yeah, it actually does. I wouldn't drink it though, because it's spazer. Maybe I'd be curious.
I'd only drink it when no one was around.
Yes. I'd probably do the same. I'd be like, oh, are my parents home? Nope, I'm gonna be a bad boy.
So, Nefty, I mean, I'm sorry, RK, I mean, as Steers makes no difference, is basically go mode and has been acting like it. I mean, you know, if he gets this kind of luck that he's been having with the Metroids, he won't even need another Power Bomb pack. So, you know, I would say he's basically there.
I mean, the only reason that this is, I feel like I'm looking at a newer me by watching RK, because this seed kind of looks like the one that I ran yesterday. And honestly, the thing that cost me some time is not being able to find another Power Bomb pack for the Metroid rooms.
Okay. Well, he'll just get like, 6 drops off Metroids and then we'll be good. Actually, if that happens, I'm definitely going to sub to his stream and look for all of the hidden truths in the world from his stream.
Yeah, I wonder how enlightened you can get by watching RK.
Sorry, Nevdi does have a pretty good Ridley fight as well. Had fewer supers, but very clean, and is also going to be rewarded with that speed booster. And like you said, I mean, Nefty is making good plays, just not getting, I'd almost want to just say, like, not getting as lucky, or maybe, not big braining this seed as much as RK is.
Yeah, it's just that, like I said, like, Nevdi knows his stuff with these randomizer seeds. He's a really good runner. He has a 45 new route. Like Nevdi is a household name, and a national monument to Australia. So he's been making like really good plays. It's just, RK's just been having fantastic routing and decision making.
Yeah, and I kind of talked about it briefly at the beginning, but should this go the way it's looking to go, that's going to be huge for RK's team as well. Just kind of sitting in the middle, handing Vileplumes their first loss, and definitely bumping them up. So this could be huge in the tournament for them, and just a huge race in general for RK.
Oh, sorry, I had a correction in chat. Sorry, did I say 45? I meant 46. Thank you, Zeb. No, I'm just kidding. I love Nevdi. Cool dude. He's pretty sus though in Among Us. All right, so RK gonna bot wound.
Yeah, gonna have that slower bot wound fight because of no X-ray.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We'll see how much time you can make up over here on RK. It will depend on just how the boss fights go. If RK is going to commit to just using ammo, or if they're gonna shine spark all over Dre's face. Oh,
yeah, This is going to be a bit of a situation, I feel like, for RK. He's a little, oh, well, he just picks him up. He was a little low on health, but should now have enough. Seeing another reserve tank. That's
another suppository. Oh, I swear.
Yeah, they both remember to check terminal, and it was a reserve tank.
I think maybe because Nevdi feels far behind, and that's probably the closest check.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this, like, in his mind, because he has, I mean, just like RK, I mean, he has go mode, right? I mean,
yeah.
What's he looking for?
Maybe he just doesn't want to lose time over, he doesn't want to lose time at Metroids. Yeah, and he needs those power bombs. It's just the power bombs. He has Metroids in mind. Ice Beam could give him that edge, but having to, like, you know, pretty much kind of gamble on Metroid drops, I don't think he wanted that.
Yeah, I mean, the way his gambles have been paying off with top of wreck ship and everything, I don't blame him for sure. And yeah, you're right. He sent straight out after. Oh, and high jump. Okay.
Wow.
So getting all of the movement items as fast as possible in the seed. I mean, as fast as possible for the seed, not earliest, but yeah. So I don't know. I feel like RK might feel a little better now.
Yeah, probably. Going risky with skipping all of Bubble Mountain and the ice check. They don't know that they've made really good calls, but they will find out after they finish. It's still not over, obviously. Don't count Nevdi out just yet.
Oh, wow. And RK is going to take a dip into some sandpit here. It's not a bad choice. I mean, there's... I'm sorry, wrong sandpit. What am I thinking?
Well, I mean, even then, like, it's still... I guess they want to check these minor items for...
Yeah, these are the ones I was thinking he would check, and when I looked over, I thought he was in the other sandpit. But yeah, he's checking these for supers or power bombs as well, and gets 2 missiles. Whoops. Yeah, changing his mind about going into that sandpit and just gonna nope out of here.
My guess is that they still feel pretty far behind, or enough that having a power bomb. Well, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Ooh, yeah, they're really looking for those power bombs. Here's what I'm thinking. Because in RK's mind, Nevdi went down, possibly, potentially. They had more time to check the Bubble Mountain items, or Croc or something. They maybe feel like they missed out on ice somewhere, and not being able to find more power bombs is causing RK possibly to panic. They're playing really well, but I can get I can understand mind games,
No, I agree, because now here with these checks in Meridia, I mean, a lot of these are really slow. 2 door transitions, like, I mean, there were other checks like Firefly you could have checked without a transition, and now you're doing this. Like, yeah, he's getting a little rattled in his own head, maybe.
Yeah, like I don't know. Sometimes with these randos, your own brain could be, your own worst enemy in the check crab supers. Yeah. I mean, what would you just feel confident in just like clearing the seed as it was? Would you have just gone straight to him?
Yeah.
Feeling behind. It's tough to put yourself in the shoes, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, if you if you feel behind like he feels behind, like you gotta take another game. Like I know it's like probably bad practice or whatever, but you just gotta take the gamble. Like, you know, if you get the power bombs, then you don't lose. If you if you get the power bombs, maybe you don't lose. If you don't get the power bombs, you still lose. Like, I mean, you just take the gamble. Like,
Right.
I don't know. This is definitely, you know, if you felt behind, you're now more behind. Whereas you take the gamble with the power bombs, you spend the same amount of time going back up auditorium. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Another scary thing is what I like to do when I'm in this situation is just kill the Metroids. It looks like they're gonna head up to Torian right now, but I don't know if they're gonna check anything else that happens to be in the way. Now Nebdi has the full 15 loadout.
Yeah.
Arcade could try to just farm after the clearing out the first Metroid room. They have to backtrack and go right back up to Criteria. Nebdi will not have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, now it's a lot closer than it was a minute ago, for sure, with Nebdi hot on the tail of RK, and RK's luck running very thin with the miners.
Ooh.
Yeah, just seeing a lot of missile packs now. This is starting to get kind of worrying. Yeah, if he went straight, like you were saying, I mean, if he went straight to Torian, say he doesn't get the power bombs, goes out of Torian, then farms, then comes back down, it's still shorter than all of this. I mean, this is a lot of door transitions.
It really is.
So yeah, I mean, in his situation, I guess maybe I understand it, but I would have just noped out and gave it a shot.
Ooh, he's the last check that they feel would be worth it. Unless RK gets bailed out by Metroid drops.
Oh, wow. Finally.
Okay, I mean, that'd be still good to clear out all. This is still going to be close. It's going to be really close, though.
Yeah, because
Nebby's like a room behind, practically.
Wow. This suddenly went from Arcade basically having an easy win to now it's going to be a photo finish. And Nebby's going to take the refill, which it sounds like you disagree with, but I think it's actually going to put him in a good spot for this finish, because you're going to have to do the power bombs on the Metroids. You're not going to get drops. Like, RK's going to be in some really tight ammo situation after the Metroid rooms. Yeah, so I think that's a huge thinking ahead for this exact situation. Like, normally, you just blow by that ship with that ammo count, but you cannot get any more ammo out of these Metroids unless you're super lucky.
I think Nebdi had 4 supers at most?
Yeah, he was really low.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Regardless, RK can just missile a couple of pink doors open, even if at least just one, but it's still good enough. Yeah,
but even that, I mean, it's going to be slower. With that, I think with that ship refill and his ammo, he's gonna pass them on. If they do everything else the same, I think he's gonna pass them. Now, obviously, we still have baby skip and stuff. If either of them go for that could change things. But already into the same Metroid room.
If they keep taking a lot of damage, I don't know if baby skip.
Yeah, I mean, their health's pretty low. You're right. I don't think that's going to even matter at this point.
It'll make a little bit of difference, but it's not enough to call the race.
Yeah, and I don't even remember I don't think either of them picked up the extra. Like, I think they both have one reserve tank, so it's not like they're holding enough energy to like actually refill and make it worth it either. So yeah, and actually it looks like FD ending with more power bombs at the end of the day, so had a little bit better Metroid drops than RK here at the end.
RK's looking to get grabbed for sure. Just is not going to bother with the attempt. Nebdi also on Burgundy.
Oh, he's going to give it a go.
I guess just in case he gets grabbed.
Yeah. Maybe he picked up more tanks than I thought. This is wasting a lot of time, though. Okay. He made it out.
Got it. Still has to refill, so...
Yeah.
Good baby skip nonetheless. But wow, what...
Yeah, that little bit of rope-a-dope actually gave RK back a little bit of a lead. But RK, he does have the ammo. Just needs to be careful with it. So still has a good shot here.
See what happens with these short charges. That's what they have to do, pretty much.
Oh, gets it first try.
Nice job, RK.
Wow.
Running really seasoned. Definitely someone to look out for. Oh,
yeah,
Nebdi's just...
Yeah, I forgot that they were going to have to do a short charge Zeb skip or Nevdi here, taking advantage of that ammo, but not saving any time since RK got it first try.
Doing the hundo strat, just getting all up in Mother's face and giving her a kiss. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that Zeb skip huge too, because now Nevdi doesn't really have extra ammo. They're going to have pretty much the same speed of Mother Brain fight here, and RK it has a decent lead. Wow. This is a great finish to this race. Definitely, as you said, you got to follow those runners for sure.
Yeah, right here, right meow. Just do it.
Oh, I'm not logged in. Someone else throw the runner in chat there, the runner command. Thank you.
Well, RK has hit the rainbow, and Nebdi's gonna, tasting it right now. It could come down to a Leodox.
Wow, yeah, so this is gonna come down to the escape. And after that short charge Zeb skip from RK, I mean, I feel like he's gotta take it here. I mean, he's not gonna falter in the escape after doing that. I'm gonna knock on wood for him a little, but that's I think he's gonna take this.
Another thing that I want to mention is that even though they might be falling way behind, or they felt, way behind, this is still a fast completion for a Chozo Rando, because it's going to be a low 50 seed. And just imagine, like, if they had taken, like, if everything just, they didn't go up to wreck ship first, and they just went straight down and just...
Yeah, as soon as they got gravity, just went to Lower North Air and then got the speed booster and then went to Meridia and got the high jump and then they were done. And RK all up in Mother Brain's face with that hyper beam.
Yeah,
Nefty is now too.
Skittles. Ooh, a couple of shots for Nefty, it's fine.
There we go. Mother Brain down on both sides. The escape starting. 23 seconds for RK. And it
Yeah,
looks
Nevi
like,
just started.
yeah, it looks like 34 with about 12 seconds. Clean first room here. Or not first room, but with the charge at least.
Yeah, I always like skip over like the room, the amount of rooms you enter.
Yeah, Arcade gonna have that nice final moonfall. Remembering he has space jump, save that wall jump. Nevdi getting the moonfall as well. Oh no!
Oh.
Sparks into the door!
Oh my goodness.
They're in the same room. This is gonna be close.
It wasn't enough to, lose Arcade the lead, but still, like, it's just for content, I'm pretty sure Arcade's watching Nevdi right now. It's like, let's sync up.
Throwing for content. And there it is. RK hits the ship. He does just barely hold on to the lead as Nevdi hits the ship right behind him. We do have our first place finisher, RK, with an official SRL time of 50 minutes, 40 seconds. And looks like Nevdi with 50:47. 7-second race right there, Sephi. How about that?
GG. Shout outs to Sire for commentating this along with me. This was quite the race. Both of us, we have to know what you must be feeling after all those terrible I'm just kidding. After all those decisions that you made.
Well, there was such a powerbomb shortage. Wow.
Yeah, it shows that powerbombs are pretty bad. Yeah, I made a big error, but that's you can't feel bad about it. Race that close. GG. Okay, that was sick. It's so close.
Yeah, it went off in such interesting ways. Nevdi, like RK skipped top of Rex ship. Like you guys were doing all the same stuff, then he skipped that, and also skipped the ice check and just bolted down to lower Norfair. But then, in one of the Norfair checks, Nevdi picked up power bombs.
Yeah. Well, I left Dragon with only 10, so I went looking everywhere in Meridia for power bombs.
Yeah, well, I knew that by the end of it, the PBs had to be there or a croc, and even if they weren't there, then it was a good chance of a good item. But I went down Bubble Mountain first until I thought about it, so then I had to run back up, and that could have been 7 seconds. But it's crazy.
Oh, it could have actually. You're so right. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just in awe. I think you're gonna like watching this back.
I'm a big advocate of skipping the topper ship too, but that race I just didn't have enough items, wasn't comfortable, so I went for it. But yeah, you got to skip topper race ship in Chozo, I guess.
Well, don't do it next time because it'll be Varia or something. So
I was telling Sire that honestly, you both were making like the right plays. Like some obviously paid off more than others, but with Nevdi checking everything, like not feeling the need to skip stuff, that made sense. That was logical to not skip anything because you still had some items that you needed to complete the game. So
yeah, well, the big reason I guess was because I cleared so much. I had like 50% chance of ice or boots in most locations, or by the end of it. So I thought I have to do that because I have to value this topper ship play somehow. I had to try and use that stat to me, but it didn't work.
Ice beam at plasma from the log here. So turns out you guys weren't getting that.
Other than that, everything was fantastic. Just phenomenal. Well, movement play. Our case definitely someone to look out for. I will say that. I think you proved that. Nevdi, not so much, blah. But Nevdi's here. Just kidding. I love Nevdi. I'm telling you, he's the homie.
Thank you. Those are kind words.
Yeah, that was a great race. So, RK, what was the Did you think you were behind the whole time? I assumed you did, but
I figured Nevdi had me a movement, so I just knew he was gonna, take off on me. So I was skipping some things. Once I knew I had charge and I already had Varia. So the likelihood of the gravity being at the wrecked ship were kind of low for me because I still had a lot of Norfair checks. And I was just a gravity and a power bomb away from go mode.
Yeah.
So I just skipped, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Once I found gravity, I knew I could finish it with just one power bomb pack. And then I seen speed behind Ridley, and I can finish it now regardless of the power bomb. I just may have to refill with the Metroids. So I went on a power bomb hunt after Dragon, which probably sunk a lot of time.
Yeah.
I did like 10 checks,
Yeah. Yeah.
But overall, I felt like I had decent movement for at least my skill level.
We hit that short charge in Turian first try. I mean,
apparently that saved my butt too.
Yeah.
I missed it. So that's another difference. I mean, there's so many. At a 7-second race, there's so many things like chat pointing out the Vileplume fall in, the moat, everything that gets me normally cost me. So,
Nevdi being Nevdi cost you.
yeah. I'm consistently bad. You got to give me that. You were doing good though. Like I liked your beelining it. Just once you got everything that you needed, you pretty much didn't. You were only looking for that last set of power bombs, but after that, I knew you felt comfortable, and you were blazing through everything else, using everything that you picked up to your advantage. Obviously, RK didn't pick up X-ray, but you did, and that did save up some.
After I left X-ray, I'm like, oh crap, I have charged plasma. What am I doing? Why didn't I grab that? I felt like an idiot there. I should have went and grabbed that, but it was.
If you watch it back, I made sure to comment when you were at Bod Wound and how much slower it was for you. So.
Yeah. And Dragon,
Yeah.
I was such an idiot mode.
It was it was a good check though, and I always like to see the IBJ version of that, even if it's maybe not as sexy as the D boost one.
Yeah, both of you had some really good stand-up moments. I'm just glad that it was close.
Yeah,
I'm sure that was a pretty good show there at the end.
Oh yeah, definitely, and definitely thanks to both of you for putting it on.
Hey, thanks for the restream and the comms tracking.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate
definitely. Can't forget about 2D over on tracking, doing a great job, lighting up all the items.
Yeah, good show, good sports. Glad everyone, agreed and just didn't hit below the belt. It's very nice of you. It's wholesome. The Super Metro community. Thank you, Sire, for joining me on commentary with this.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I'm glad you made it in, and hope your computer's not on fire later. But yeah, definitely, it was great to con with you again, and good luck in the rest of the tournament to everyone. Yep,
we'll see you next. I'm not gonna say it. Someone else say it.
Mission.
Thank you. Bye.
Later.